There's a feeling that every cat owner knows all too well. It is that quiet moment, usually late at night or early in the morning, when you wake up to find a pair of glowing eyes staring at you from the foot of the bed. Or maybe it is the weight on your chest, the gentle kneading of paws on your stomach, and that low, rumbling purr that vibrates through your entire body. In that moment, you feel chosen. But have you ever stopped to wonder what is actually going on inside their head? Is that purr just a sign of contentment, or is it something much deeper? For decades, we have projected our own human emotions onto our pets, assuming they love us in the same way we love them. But the reality of feline psychology is far more complex, and frankly, far more fascinating. What if I told you that the way your cat interacts with you is governed by a biological and psychological rulebook that dates back thousands of years? And what if I told you that there are specific, scientifically proven signs that prove your cat doesn't just tolerate you, but is actually bonded to you for life, forming a connection that rivals even the most loyal dog breeds? To understand this bond, we first have to shatter a massive misconception that has plagued cat owners for generations. The biggest mistake we make is treating our cats like small dogs. We expect them to respond to our calls, to show excitement when we walk through the door, and to seek our validation. When they don't, we chalk it up to them being aloof or independent. But feline behaviorists at the University of Lincoln have spent years studying the social cognition of cats, and what they discovered changes everything we thought we knew about the feline mind. They found that while dogs have been domesticated to look to humans for guidance and approval, cats actually view their human companions through a completely different lens. To a cat, you are not a master, you are a giant, clumsy, yet surprisingly caring version of a mother figure. Once you understand that your cat views you as its primary caregiver, a source of warmth, food, and safety, the subtle cues of their affection start to make perfect sense. So, how do you know if you have moved beyond the transactional relationship of being a mere food dispenser and crossed over into the realm of a lifelong emotional bond? The first sign, and perhaps the most profound, is the slow blink. You have seen it happen. You will be sitting on the couch and your cat will be across the room, looking at you with that unreadable expression. Then slowly, deliberately, they close their eyes, hold them shut for a second, and then open them again. In the wild, closing your eyes is the ultimate act of vulnerability. It is a signal that you are so safe, so comfortable, and so secure in your environment that you are willing to drop your defenses. When your cat does this to you, they are essentially saying, "I trust you with my life." Behavioral psychologists often refer to this as the cat kiss. It is a social signal, reserved for those they consider family. If you have a cat that gives you these slow blinks frequently, you are already well on your way to having a deep connection. But the slow blink is just the beginning. Moving on to the next one, we have to look at the anatomy of the tail. A wagging tail in a dog means excitement and happiness. A wagging tail in a cat is a completely different story. It usually means overstimulation or irritation. So if a wagging tail doesn't mean love, what does? It is the shape of the tail. Specifically the question mark. Have you ever walked into a room and seen your cat sitting there, and as soon as they notice you, they raise their tail straight up, curling the very tip of it into a little hook? That shape, that perfect little question mark, is a greeting reserved for friends. It is an involuntary reflex that triggers a release of oxytocin in their brain, the same hormone we humans release when we hug our children or see our loved ones. When your cat greets you with that raised, hooked tail, they are acknowledging you as a significant part of their social group. It is their way of saying, "Oh good, you're here. Let's see what you're up to." It is a sign of unguarded affection that they do not give to just anyone. If you see that question mark, you are a VIP in their world. Another surprising sign is the act of making biscuits, or kneading. While we often see this as a comforting behavior, the psychology behind it is deeply rooted in their infancy. Kittens need their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. As adult cats, they only continue this behavior when they are in a state of profound relaxation. When your cat needs on your lap or on your stomach or even on the pillow next to your head, they are reverting to the most vulnerable, safe state of their entire lives. In that moment, their brain is flooded with feel-good pheromones. They are associating the scent of you with the safety of their mother. But here is where the true bond shows itself. It is not just the kneading, it is the drooling that often accompanies it. It sounds gross, but it is actually the highest honor a cat can bestow upon you. When a cat drools while kneading you, it means their sense of well-being is so complete, so all-encompassing, that they are literally acting like a helpless, contented kitten. They are admitting that in your presence, they do not have to be the fierce, independent predator they evolved to be. They can just be a baby. But that's not all. We have all heard of cats bringing us gifts, usually in the form of a dead mouse or a disemboweled bird. For the majority of pet owners, this is a horrifying experience. We shriek, we scold, and we quickly dispose of the carcass. However, from a psychological standpoint, this is arguably the highest form of bonding your cat can offer you. Your cat is not trying to gross you out. They are not trying to feed you because they think you are helpless. They are bringing you their most prized possession, something they have hunted, killed, and claimed as a success, because in their mind they are contributing to the family unit. In multi-cat colonies, the most skilled hunters will often bring back prey for the less successful or for the kittens. By bringing you their kill, your cat is essentially saying, "You are part of my colony and I am providing for you." It is an act of sharing and altruism. If your cat does this, do not scold them. Instead, understand that in their own complex way, they are showing you that your place in their life is essential. Now let's talk about the bond that involves physical proximity. We often hear that cats are solitary creatures, but this is a myth. Feral cats live in complex matriarchal societies. In these societies, they create bonds not just through grooming, but through synchronized sleeping. Sleep is the most vulnerable state for any animal. If a cat chooses to sleep on you or pressed up directly against your side, they are making a conscious choice to put their trust in you to keep them safe. It is a declaration of alliance. But there is a deeper layer here. When a cat sleeps on you, they are also mingling their scent with yours. Cats have scent glands on their cheeks, paws, and flanks. By rubbing these glands against you while they sleep, they are marking you as a safe zone. They are creating a shared family scent. This is the same chemical process that occurs between mothers and their kittens. If your cat drapes themselves over your legs while you are trying to sleep, it is not just about the warmth, it is about merging their identity with yours. You are a unit. You are family. This brings us to one of the most debated topics in the cat world, vocalization. While dogs bark at everything, cats have largely adapted their meows specifically to communicate with humans. Adult cats rarely meow at each other in the wild. It is a behavior reserved for kitten-to-mother communication. The bond deepens when your cat engages you in conversation. But it is not just the meow, it is the specific types of meows. Researchers have used acoustic analysis to study cat meows and have found that the meow you hear from a bonded cat is often higher in pitch and softer than a request for food. It is a solicitation purr mixed with a meow, usually used when they want attention or affection rather than sustenance. If your cat greets you with a specific chirp or trill, that is the highest form of vocal affection. A trill is a rolling sound, almost like a pigeon's coo, and it is used by mother cats to call their kittens. When your adult cat trills at you, they are treating you with the same authority and love as their mother. They are checking in with you, asking if you are okay, and confirming the bond between you. The psychological bond also reveals itself in behavior that often gets mislabeled as neediness or separation anxiety. Specifically, the following you from room to room. If your cat follows you into the bathroom, sits outside the shower and waits for you, or if they follow you to the kitchen and then back to the office, this is not just curiosity. It is a behavior driven by a biological need to monitor the group. In the wild, if a member of the colony leaves the territory, they are at risk. Your cat follows you because they are concerned about your safety. They want to know where you are at all times. It is a protective instinct. They are keeping an eye on the large kitten, you, to make sure you don't wander into danger. If your shadow is a four-legged furry creature, you are absolutely bonded for life. But perhaps the most telling sign of all is the grooming exchange. Grooming, or allogrooming, is a social tool used by cats to establish hierarchy and bonding. When one cat grooms another, it is a gesture of peace and affection. However, the ultimate sign is when your cat grooms you. If your cat licks your hand, your face, or even your hair, this is the pinnacle of the bond. They are not just cleaning you, they are sharing pheromones, creating a colony scent, and treating you like a member of their inner circle. It is a reciprocal action. In the cat psychology world, the cat who initiates the grooming is often the one who considers themselves slightly higher in the social structure, but they are also the one making the effort to keep the group safe. If your cat sits on your lap and starts licking your fingers, they are reaffirming that you belong to them. They're claiming you. Now you might be wondering, can I strengthen this bond? The answer is yes, and it starts with recognizing their boundaries. The number one mistake we make is forcing interactions. We grab them, we hug them, and we cuddle them tightly because we want to show them love. But to a cat, a tight hug feels like a restraint, a trap. This can cause anxiety and weaken the bond. If you want a bonded cat, you have to respect their autonomy. You need to let them come to you. Allow them to initiate the contact. When they do, reward it with slow blinks and gentle scratches under the chin, not on the belly. Belly rubs are an invitation to play and can be overstimulating. By respecting their biological limits, you are communicating to them that you understand them. And there is nothing a cat values more than being understood. As a pet owner, realizing that your cat is bonded to you for life is an emotional revelation. It is the confirmation that the sleepless nights, the scratched furniture, and the hair-covered clothes have all been building a relationship of mutual trust and respect. You are not just an owner, you are their partner, their guardian, and their confidant. This bond is a testament to the incredible journey of domestication that has brought two completely different species together. So the next time your cat stares at you with those half-closed eyes or curls up on your lap to knead your leg, remember that this is not just a random act of comfort. It is a biological love letter. It is their way of telling you, in the only language they have, that you are their home. If you made it to the end of this video, I want you to do something for me. I want you to go and find your cat right now. Look them in the eyes and give them the slowest, most deliberate blink you can manage. Wait for them to blink back. And then, in the comments section below, type the number one sign that your cat shows you that proves they are bonded to you for life. Is it the kneading? Is it the grooming? Or is it the way they follow you like a shadow? I want to hear your stories, so make sure to leave a comment and share this incredible bond with the rest of the community. And speaking of understanding your feline friend, in my next video, I am going to reveal the secrets behind a cat's purr. Most people think it just means they are happy, but what if I told you that a purr is also a self-healing mechanism that can actually repair bones and tissue? It's true, and that discovery might change the way you view your cat's health forever. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.